Hello and welcome to JadeKind Gaming Presents The Observatory. My name is Bob, and this is the 91st session of the Shadow Kingdom 5th Edition Dungeon Dragon Campaign. I'm joined here as Austin as Mary, Beth as Jasmine, Jamjar, Adam as Herr, Wolfgang, Ryan as Mother June, and Nick as Maribel. So, we're going to pick up with Beth is at work, and
I'm at work.
Mary is heading off to the mansion to scry, I suppose.
Maribel.
Maribel, yeah. Mary is currently...
I just call both of them Mary. I spell them differently. I spelled it M-A-R-I, but yes, I told you it was Mary.
I spell them differently than that. I don't use that either. He's A Mary. He's E Mary to me.
I don't spell them anyways. I put Nick and Vic in my book notes.
Yeah, M-A-R-I. M-E-R-R-Y.
It's just, like incredibly rude of both of you to have the same name.
I tried to convince her to come up with a character just like
I didn't.
Mary.
I didn't like it. I'm JoJo.
I just would like to
Jennifer.
warn you before you consider killing one of our characters.
Jasmine.
There are more Mary names.
Yeah.
There are more Mary names.
The ultimate threat to a DM, a worse backup character.
Moo and Moo 2.
I'll do it. Bob the Fighter the Third.
Yes, that's what I should do. My backup character should just be called Bob.
Yeah, it's a strong name with a warrior tradition.
We've already derailed this.
Yeah, didn't take... Barely got introductions.
You did
And we're
Me? Me?
that. Yeah. You're
Okay.
So,
the problem.
Yeah, so you're driving. You're driving to the house, whatever.
yes.
Broom flying or griffin flying.
No. Bird flying, it's faster.
Ah, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Griffin.
So you're a
Bird.
giant eagle.
Yes.
Oh, he's flying. Okay, I'm
You
I'm
just
on
have
it
so
now.
many ways to fly.
You have
do.
too many ways to fly.
Yeah, Peter Griffin is doesn't really get to leave home much.
Well, Peter Griffin has to keep track of Bubbles.
Bubbles and
So-
Huxley and the Crows.
Someone has to keep track of Bubbles. It's not going to be JoJo. She stole the dog for shits
She's
and
a
giggles.
bad parent. Pet owner.
She stole the dog for shits and giggles.
Okay, so you get to the mansion. I imagine the door's locked.
No, I can have things ready because he left the meeting to come here, so I'm ready. And that's to help me with doing things I want done.
Okay.
So when it benefits him, he opens the door.
Yes!
Now you get it.
JoJo runs from work, tries to go through the open door. Somehow it's locked.
Okay, so you get there.
Let's go for it.
Yeah, you guys are there.
Scry.
And Scry is them making a check, and I can't see them, so my 20 doesn't do much.
Yes. So you want to go first or second?
I have to wait till this evening.
Oh, okay. 24 hours, yeah.
Yep.
Yes. Go ahead and... I gotta bring up Scry. But my guess is make a wisdom check.
Yeah, you have to be at the DC, because we had a thing,
Yeah, mine's 18.
but there's a modifier.
Oh, yeah. It's... they get a +1 to their defense.
To their save. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, saving throw wisdom.
As you reach out into the ether, sending a sensor seeking along the path of whomever owned this arrow, it doesn't seem to connect to anyone.
Ooh. They're strong.
Like, they passed a save? Or, like, there's no one out there
Because also, weren't you the one that had seen them?
Yeah,
From a
I had
distance.
actually made the spot check, but I don't know if that's enough to give me a bonus.
Yeah, but I mean, obviously, you're. So I mean, if the arrow doesn't belong to them, then it wouldn't give you a benefit. But you know who you're scrying on. You're scrying based on that, not. So, we might not. It might be a harder save if the arrow isn't theirs, but she's actually seen them to know who to target,
Okay. Well,
Either way, they pass the check and/or it doesn't work.
or they're dead.
does it tell you if there's a difference between passing and or doesn't working?
I believe so, but I can't get. I don't know D&D
Player's
beyond.
handbook.
Is there a valid
Hand
target?
to the
On a
atom.
successful save, the target isn't affected and you can't use the spell again for 24 hours. On a failed save, spell creates an invisible sensor in 10 feet of the target. You can see and hear through the sensor.
Scrying. Scrying.
Does it give you information if it's a valid target? Because I thought there was wording on that.
Not specifically, other than that a spell would fail.
Target isn't affected. It doesn't tell you.
Okay.
Yeah, it just like the sensor does not appear.
Yep. Shrug and say, didn't work.
Yeah, that'd be the most reasonable assumption is every time you're doing it, that it just that does not connect. It is rebuffed.
Well, don't be too hard on yourself.
Fully that check over time.
I wasn't able to get through yesterday either.
We'll get them eventually.
Okay. Any other plans you need help with today?
I don't believe anything was decided. I think we're just waiting for Joe and their work.
Yeah. Hopefully that comes back, and I think Mother June was also working on something over there. But other than that, I will go ahead and given what we did the other day, I'll spend my day and go over to the workers district. Was it
What district were you thinking of?
the one where we bought the mirror?
Bought the mirror.
Not the one with ladders and chairs.
Home goods.
Yeah, home goods. I'll start looking around there.
Do we have control over all of those districts besides?
Nope.
Which one are we missing? We're missing all
We
the
don't have home goods.
residential.
We don't have mage, college housing, industrial college dropout zone tradesman, circle adventure college.
Oh, there's a lot. Okay.
Yeah.
No, we have these, the blades, the horse's head, the red horse, the I guess now quarry district that we still call the sum, and magic madness are the ones we have.
Okay. Okay.
So yeah, I'm going into home goods and just getting a general vibe of the area.
You're going into home goods for a vibe check.
Yeah.
Vibe check.
Goes in and just taps everyone. on
Trying
the
to figure out who's running things.
Rolling vibes.
Or just, if there's any particular place of importance that a lot of people go through, or is it just a whole bunch of individual businesses? A general first investigation vibe check of what would you tell me if I walked up and down the streets after a day with my high perception?
Are there any parties going on? Are there any cool people around? Are they sending out vibes?
Well, it's
How many cool people?
it's a Thursday now, isn't it?
No, we're still on Wednesday.
Okay, so it's
Yeah.
Wednesday.
Yeah.
So you're walking around a place with like shops and manufactories and things of that on just a regular Wednesday.
Yeah. It's like,
There's people working.
okay, sometimes you can get the feel of a neighborhood even when there aren't people there by how run down it is and all that other stuff. Or
It's clean. Like a vibe check. Like, I don't know. It vibes crafty.
Crafty vibes.
so nothing seems out of the ordinary. It just seems like a normal shopping district with nothing of note that stands out.
I mean, not on the surface.
Are there any really cool like pet shops that he's looking for? Because
I don't know. Are there
Maribel
cool
likes-
pet shops that you're looking for?
Maribel likes pets.
Even if I don't get anything, I think it's not an unreasonable thing to do, so I'm going to keep doing it.
Remember, I stood in a window for several weeks, and in the end, I was able to blend in and find out information by standing in my spot. It worked out.
Yeah, it's like,
You do you, man.
there could be something interesting that happens while I'm going through. I don't know, but I have to be in the area to, start taking perception checks.
Well, you do know one location that is of great importance, and it's a tables and ladders
No,
and
that's a
chairs.
different district.
It is?
Yes, that's manufacturing district, not home goods district.
Tradesman. Yeah, you're
No,
saying-
he's scared of the manufacturing for some reason.
Yeah, now
You're
the home
afraid
goods is
of
the
the ladders and
crafting
chairs
wood
factory.
and home goods. The tradesman district is the industrial college dropout zone.
Mm-hmm.
They decide they can't do college, they're going to go work in industry.
Okay, so you're moving through, and it's just relatively clean.
Mhm.
Like, there's people working, people going in and shopping. There's a couple different shops. There's Gotchi's Creations, which has, like, mechanical things. They look like kind of high-end toys from where you're sitting.
Okay.
So you could
So, like, have I
Clock.
ever seen, like, a gnome with a tinkerer skill or whatever? Kind of like that?
Like clockwork?
Yeah, there's clockwork and things like that. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sure there's magic involved in it too,
Yeah.
but it's a lot of clockwork. There's, like, you're going through and there's, like, a lot of higher end crafting, like, very technical stuff. It's where you'll find, like, guilders who don't make anything. They add gold to things.
Silversmiths, I'm guessing, things like that.
Well, silversmiths actually work in silver.
Oh, okay.
A gilder is someone who adds metal on top of other things.
Ah.
Like, you can gild mirror frames and things of that nature. It's like a gold leaf. They go out and they do the gold leaf on, like, windows and stuff like that. That's gilding.
Okay, so higher end shops to add flourishes or just for more expensive clientele.
Yeah, there's stuff like that. There's boutiques and
I check a couple prices, so I get the feeling that they're as, like, when we came, it didn't seem absurd. So, are they as absurd as the Adventurers District? Like,
I
a
mean,
huge markup?
the things that they are offering are premium products.
Oh, okay.
So you're, like, looking at there and being like, oh, that's a really nice chair. I don't know if it's 1,000 gold nice, but it is a nice chair. It's, like, extremely premium. Everything is very nice. Like, beautiful pieces of wood, beautiful marble carvings, beautiful technologically advanced clockworks, and things like that. And in a world where magic is used to clean, and magic is so incredibly common, to see things without magic is really weird.
Okay, so a lot of these are quote unquote handcrafted, not like fabricated, spelled or something? Or
You
What
can't
is-
make intricate machinery with fabricate.
okay. What is the part without magic? Just
It runs without magic.
okay, the
It's
clockwork.
mechanical.
Gotcha. I thought you were also talking about like the statues or something. I don't know. I got confused
The
with words.
statues are stone
Okay.
or
So-
metal or things of that nature. There's one place that you walk into and there's, like, a lot of bronze and, like, a whole bunch of different animals as you walk by, like animal statuary that's all cast or made of bronze or other metals, but they're all incredibly lifelike. What's your perception?
Passive is 23.
You swear to God one of them winked at you.
I will stop, head over. I don't think I actually have. No, I definitely have detect magic, but I don't have it prepared. Anyways, I go on with my day.
Alright.
Oh, that's why. It's a loved one spell, not a cantrip. That's like in the place. But yeah, so I got a vibe for the place. High-end goods with, also technical mastery.
Yeah. There's premium products. There's like regular places too, but it is one of those places where you go there. It's like Rodeo Drive-esque, where there's like a lot of crazy high-end stores there too.
Okay.
But it's not the only thing there.
I will also, just because I know common relevance, try to scope out a good coffee shop or bakery.
There's good coffee shops and bakeries.
Okay, I'll note them down for future enticement.
I like coffee shops and bakeries.
We know.
It's the only thing that keeps JoJo calm. Sweets,
Yeah.
coffee, sweets.
Chaos. Hand her chocolate croissant and a coffee.
She's the
She
queen of
finally
ADHD.
sits down.
She's the queen of ADHD. The more caffeine you give her, the calmer she is.
The calmer, more level-headed, she can think better.
Yeah,
Remember all
it's
those
just about aiming the missile.
Yeah, remember all that cake we had? It's gone. And they ate it.
Exactly.
As she
Chocolate
runs off, you
espresso
pull a piece of
croissants.
cake out and she's just eating behind her.
I'm gonna murder the people for the cake.
They took that cake.
Mm-hmm.
How dare they take my
They
cake?
walked in and they took the cake, and we told them, you can't have this cake. This cake's for JoJo. And they said, you know what? Forget JoJo. She doesn't need cake. And they
Forget.
took it and they threw it on
JoJo
the
needs,
ground.
JoJo needs all of the cake.
It's
Those cake thieves.
It's the same as leading like a lawful good stupid paladin around in an evil campaign. You just gotta sort of aim them right.
He's evil, I swear. What? I saw him punch a baby.
Was it a good baby? Yes. Divine.
That baby was praying while he got punched.
To your deity.
Yeah. And you will have to defend him.
He was praying to Tyr? You worship Tyr? Oh, yes.
That baby did swing first. He was praying to Tyr.
Will come at you like they got nothing to lose.
Okay.
So that's how I spend my day.
Hooray.
The name of the mechanical place was Gotchi's Gadgets.
You can take that down in your notes now.
I'll have to go in there and ask if they sell any cheese.
Don't worry, Ryan wrote it.
And then make a big fuss about how they can't false advertise. It says got cheese right on the front.
It isn't spelled the same.
It's in spelled the same.
Need to go over there and teach him about capsules.
What?
Got you.
Gachapon.
They're the little capsule machines where you pull figurines out of.
Why would I know that? The only thing I know about is Homie's brand condoms.
Oh yeah.
Why would you know that?
Because of Ryan.
Bathrooms.
There was these little dudes that you could buy in the movie theater bathrooms called Homies.
Yeah.
But it looked like a condom machine. So it was we always called it Homie's brand condoms. Because you can't sleep with them without your homies.
Yeah. Always bring your
Yeah, you should know
homies.
gotcha games. 3 of the 5 Game of the Year nominees were gotcha games.
Yeah, I watched that. That's just... I don't watch the Oscars either. I don't need to watch them pat each other on the back. I don't care how much money they
Well,
paid for the
It's a
award.
3-hour-long advertisement. That's why I watch it. I
don't-
mean, yeah, there's awards in the middle somewhere. I'm not really paying attention to those.
But don't worry, Sony won this year.
Sony wins every year. You can check their bottom line.
Plus, Statler and Waldorf showed up and roasted the post because it's funny.
I don't know who that is.
Statler and Waldorf, the two
Muppets?
Muppets.
Yeah, they're the old man Muppets that heckle people from the rafters. Like in
Okay.
the old Muppet Show.
Listen, if you insist.
Mm-hmm.
I had better things to do, like wash my hair.
Should watch the Muppets?
That's tragic.
Pigs in space.
Everyone should watch the Muppets.
Okay, so what's Mary doing after her religious conversion?
That's a
His.
do.
Whatever.
His, and also, Mother June said they wanted me to do something, so I'm waiting around for Mother June.
Okay. Mother June, what are you doing?
And just to double check, you didn't say anything about how you're feeling about the events of today at the meeting.
I do not remember if I did or not.
Okay.
Yeah, you said you had a good feeling about today because he had his 20. Which is a good feeling today because he certainly wouldn't use a numerical descriptor in character.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
It's an auspicious day.
Good day for fighting.
But yeah, for since whatever, me and you were there even at the meeting when it ends, I can go ahead and tell you. So let's see. Now that you're whatever over serving as one of Renette's followers, do you need like an actual recap of what the tenets are, just so you know?
I suppose I should.
Yeah.
I did agree to follow those rules.
Without checking them.
I should probably know what they are.
I mean, that
That's-
sounds like as solid as he was the first time you made an agreement.
Alright. So we have 8 of them. First tenet, the Church of Renette is a family. The followers of Renette, number 2 is followers of Renette help each other. Number 3 is strength is a virtue. And
Strunk.
fourth is oppose evil, which is going to be open to interpretation based off the religion.
I mean, like, we're avoiding the demonic evils.
Well, it's D&D. Evil is an actual thing.
Mm-hmm.
I know.
That number 5 is Renette is a forgiving God who will forgive people who do acts in the name of her faith.
To get around that,
Evil thing.
Yeah. 6 is be charitable, help shape the world and reflect Renette's vision for an earthly paradise for those who are the mortal faithful.
exclusionists.
7, be adaptable. Just as the heavens will manipulate demons and devils into battling each other, evil can have be its own worst enemy. So use them as tools for your advantage. These are like underlined stuff. That's what I'm giving you there.
Yeah, Ryan's interpretation of the rules.
And 8 is Renette is a god of rebirth. The light of Renette can purify the corruption in people's hearts and lets them be reborn again. And this is something that can be taken very symbolically for the purposes of rituals of conversion. Or we might have to deal with it literally in the future by burning people alive.
Once again, Ryan's interpretation.
Hey, Mother June's like the priest or whatever. I'm just going to trust Mother June's take.
Mother June hasn't quite told Renette that we're burning people yet.
But, so, whatever. Those are the 8 tenets.
The funny part would be to turn Renette against Mother June, and
It's not going to be hard.
exactly.
If Mother June continues doing what she's doing, it's going to be inevitable. But will it be in time?
But anyway, so the things that we've got going on, and I'll have to go and talk to probably tomorrow though. So I'll be communing again with her tonight in order to get some further guidance on what we should do, because something that I am concerned about is, so we actually have to kind of grow the religion, and we need to do it fairly quickly, because we do have the evil god Pyrameus, who has an apocalyptic plan to destroy the world, and we need to be prepared in order to face him when it comes down to that. Now, the end result of this is that we will be obviously triumphant, defeat Pyramedes, and strip him of his domains, as we would, and bring about a new age outside of the obvious spiritual stagnancy that has occurred, as relayed to us by the artists and the people who are in tune with the zeitgeist of the current state of the world. So now we definitely have to depose the evil religions where we find them, but we also have to kind of collect the followers under the banners of other religions, because faith is power, and in order to shape the world, they're going to have to be consolidated to a degree. So right now we need to start identifying religions and figuring out how we can start getting people to come to the faith of Renette outside of their obviously kind of stagnant, dilapidating religions that need to be shaken up a bit. So yeah, we're going to have to go around and start doing that. I'm going to try to figure out what I can do to get the people of the suburbs district to start getting us into the position to where we can start spreading the religion there to further grow the faith. And am working on trying to get some people trained up both as clerics and paladins. So, but that's something that's still going to take a little time. But yeah, so
Where
right now,
is this conversation taking place?
meeting room.
Okay.
Also, did the cleric boys get trained up, or did your main cleric boy get trained up enough to finish them off?
Yeah,
He's trained enough that he can take over teaching.
yeah. So Fleetfoot is fully trained as a cleric, but the raw recruits that are being trained as clerics are not done yet, because they'll be their training will be finished before the paladins, but the paladins started later and are still like in combat training, and then have to go into faith training.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's where we currently are. I'm aware of. So we had whatever the Church of Baldir that we managed to take care of in this district. I encountered another religion. I've come across some people who have other religions, but it's not. I haven't seen like much in the way of particularly strong faiths. The only ones that I really know of are the druidic god that was out in the farmlands that we ended up visiting their church for when we needed to resurrect Jake that one time. And then there's another one here. Presumably there's probably quite a few different like nature gods that have holdings somewhere in the city, given the general kind of druidic nature of everything and the bees and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, that's what we're on about. So I don't actually know where the churches that we would want you to look into are, but yeah, that's something that's on the to-do list. But I'm also going to try to go and talk with the one lady to see if she might be able to help us in getting something set up so we can start spreading the faith in the suburbs without being too much of a nuisance to the people. Since when I went there the first time, they were treating us as if we were just kind of nuisances, and I want to see if there's a better way of going about that.
So you didn't actually need me for anything?
Go get me a book on religions in the city. That'd be good.
Not gonna say couldn't you have Spartacus have done that, but
If you want to complain about not being needed for anything, now you're needed.
I mean, alright. I guess it gives me an excuse to go to a library?
Mm-hmm.
I haven't
Careful.
been there. I don't have the ability to make horses.
Yeah, but there might already be some there. Be careful. Libraries are dangerous places.
For librarians, yes.
Apparently. That's a hell of a workplace accident. You totally screwed up their statistics.
No accidents in the last 40 years. Except that one time, the front desk lady turned into a zombie.
We couldn't quite tell the difference at first, but
No, they could. That was the problem.
Immediately they could tell the difference. She went from, "Are you returning that book?" to brains.
no, she was a controlled undead and instructed to continue doing her job.
So she went from, "Oh, did you want to check out the book?" to,
Yeah, same thing.
Almost indistinguishable. I mean, it's kind of funny that you said the same thing twice.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, good.
You go off, I guess?
I suppose I go downstairs
Okay.
and I go and talk to Spartacus.
Yeah.
And I ask him, does this city have, like, I don't know, like, if I wanted to find, like, all the temples that are registered with the city, is that, like, in a place somewhere?
Probably.
Do you know where?
I would try the Temple District.
There's, like, a whole district for
As
it?
a district?
Sure.
Is it above college, Magic Madness,
So we have
Adventurers?
16 that were here. Basically, those two join.
Give them the map. You need a pencil.
There you go. Yeah, there's a Temple District.
I feel like in the end, there's going to be areas that are just non-zoned. Just by the
Well,
number of zones that there can be for the levels.
So the zones are for us.
Uh-huh. No, I guess they'll end up being blank space.
Yeah, there's parts of the city that doesn't have people of influence. It just exists outside of a overarching ruled structure.
Those areas aren't important. They're just people doing things and living there.
Well, there's no effort to take over. You just
So
kind
what,
of
it's
move
like a-
through.
4-hour-long trip?
Yeah, thereabouts.
Oh, I was going to say, I'm like, that's further away than the other places. Alright, I guess I can go in that way.
Mm-hmm. Off you pop.
I suppose.
I do have a question. What is your passive perception?
Probably 12? So yes, 12.
Okay.
I was like, making sure I'm like, I'm not trained in it. Only the +2. Yep, 12.
Yeah, I assume you're flying.
Or taking the carriage.
I can fly.
I can fly. Okay.
Oh,
It's good to get a little exercise.
I like being perceptive, and it doesn't make sense for her at all.
Okay, so you fly off, and you'll be at the area probably 4 or 5 hours, somewhere in there.
It's a heck of a trip.
Yeah.
Take a break, have some drinks.
So
Maybe
probably
one.
closer to 5 before.
Yeah.
Mother June, you're doing anything else with your day after you sent him off to do whatever?
Yep, I'm gonna go track down Grandma Squeak.
Grandma Squeak. Ask? Oh, I wasn't there.
Okay.
Never mind.
So
Don't ask her.
you travel to the
Suburbs.
yeah. Do you how do you find her?
I'll go looking around the laundry. If she's not there, I'll ask somebody there if they happen to know where she might be.
Where? So you go into the laundry and just like, hey, citizen,
Except in a charismatic way, with stats.
I'll
You just go like, hey, where's Grandma Squeak?
yeah.
Ow. She's not here every day.
Do you know where I might be able to find her?
Here at least once a week.
Okay.
Listen, we live in the same... I don't know everyone
Sure.
here.
Not everyone knows each other. It's a pretty big neighborhood.
Like,
Oh, you're a halfling. Have you met that one other halfling that I know?
Then I guess I'll head over to Kinder Goodies then.
okay.
The best place.
So you
about
walk
candy.
into the candy shop.
See what they got on display today.
Oh, just a bunch of candy.
He's giving you so much to work with, isn't he?
The favoritism.
There's lollipops, there's chocolates. There seems to be some chocolate-covered blueberries and other assorted fruits. There's frozen nanners dipped in chocolate. Like it's a peanut butter layer and then a chocolate layer, and it's like a frozen banana with peanut butter and chocolate on it.
Delicious.
Soda pops. What are you?
I don't know. I'm just putting the notes. He's like, this should all be in the notes.
All 20 plus cookies were in the notes.
Those were at least relevant directly to his character and their decision. I mean, that was...
I'll order some of the chocolate-covered blueberries.
Okay. So you get like a pound, like a silver's worth.
Okay.
Yeah, however much you tell me I get.
Yeah. So I'm gonna grab a silver's worth of the chocolate-covered.
So it's about a half a pound for a silver,
Okay.
which is still a lot of blueberries.
Blueberries are small.
Okay.
You have 8 ounces of chocolate-covered blueberries.
Okay. So, and is it busy right now?
By now it's probably closer to noon.
Mm-hmm.
So no, not particularly. I mean, it's noon on a weekday.
Okay.
There's a couple people coming in and out.
Then I'll ask Kinder Goody if he's familiar with Grandma Squeak.
Yes.
And say, I was looking to speak with her. Would you happen to know where I might be able to find her?
Oh, she washes clothes at least once a week.
Okay.
She comes in here occasionally, but not consistently.
Sure. Okay. Was just looking around for her.
I'm in here constantly. I don't really know where people are.
Yeah, sure.
Because you can either work, or you can pay someone to do your work for you. I like money.
That wouldn't let me learn from him.
Well, have a good day.
You do. World's greatest detective.
Grandma Squeak!
Always a good choice.
Squeak!
If nothing
Squeak!
else,
Squeak!
It's effective.
Squeak!
No, what you need to go is you need to go to the ones with the scrying. Have them scry on Grandma Squeak.
They haven't seen them.
Disguise self into Grandma Squeak, so that way they've seen her.
Scry on you, disguised as you're in this very way.
How confusing.
Does Molly have a sending stone?
I don't think so.
I could still use it on her though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought the sending stones only went to each other. I
They
didn't know
do.
they actually cast the spell.
No, they don't cast the spell
I don't
sent.
remember.
They are sent to the other stones.
Yeah.
Ryan's a caster. It's entirely possible that he's got sending.
No, I don't. I do not have that prepared.
No, the stones only talk to other stones.
Okay.
Otherwise, you wouldn't pay to get back and get your stones in network.
Mm-hmm.
It's a landline. That's a great joke. That's a great joke.
Would I be aware of where we might have people stationed in the suburbs as part of our network?
I mean, you don't know where anyone is as part of our network.
All right.
No, I don't think we have anyone permanently stationed in the suburbs.
Me. Cleaners.
Yeah, Molly's in the suburbs as far as you know.
Yeah, and probably some of Molly's people. We have people there, but we don't have people stationed.
Yeah, there's people working in the suburbs. You just don't know who they are or where
But
they are.
they move around as much as this Grandma Squeak character.
Mm-hmm.
The only person who's seen any of the people who actually work for Molly is JoJo.
Yeah.
Because she bothered to go to the headquarters.
Yeah, that was fun.
Not that Molly told you that there was a headquarters.
Sure. Then I'll go back to the Red Horse Inn to get in contact with Spartacus so I can figure that stuff out.
What are you looking? Okay.
I'm trying to locate Molly and where we might have people working in the suburbs so I can pull them for information.
Okay. So as you walk into the Red Horse Inn and walk over towards Spartacus, there's a little head that's excitedly bobbing and talking, and you recognize the not so docile tones of Molly excitingly explaining to him how she totally has paid days off now.
What?
Molly didn't go to work today.
Oh, all right. She's sick. I did cover for her.
Yeah, you told
That's
her that
today.
she was sick. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, I'm no snitch. JoJo's a true friend.
You hit me with an axe.
You hurricane within the one area where I was gonna finally get to punch people. Yeah, I did.
And also, she's a true friend. You're just not her friend.
Also true. It does not seem like JoJo likes Maribel.
She's tried, and just like you don't really like give the same energy back whenever we chat. You don't really care about Jim and my relationship with him. Molly gives quality feedback. Molly is a girl's girl. I don't know what kind of girl you are, just not my kind.
She's a wants to live in the woods girl.
Yeah, the whole nature thing is weird.
She's an outdoorsy.
Oh,
When
a
she puts
horse girl.
When she puts hiking down, she means hiking.
You don't just mean like wearing like a cute little like athleisure outfit and like taking
hanging out at the
selfies.
park.
Taking selfies. You're like, ooh.
She wears clothes based on utility.
Ooh.
I have a zoot suit.
Very useful one.
Okay. So go over to Molly and hand out the chocolate blueberries to let her grab some.
She grabs some and goes, "I'm sick today."
Ah.
She coughs.
She has spies everywhere. She somehow heard me, didn't she? Colin sick.
She was probably there.
Yeah.
She was probably there in the
Just
background.
like slowly backing out.
Okay. They bought it. Good job.
She was just hiding the whole time, waiting.
So she's eating blueberries.
Yeah. So. And the so Molly, we really need like a division of who's just like tracking people down because we keep having this.
Who do you want tracked down?
Yeah. So, yeah, yesterday I ended up meeting a whatever, elderly grandma lady at the laundromat in the suburbs named Grandma Squeak.
Okay.
And I'm trying to figure out if maybe then this person, at least their advice or maybe their approval might be something that could be useful in trying to help me get a foothold into being able to proselytize Renette's religion in the area. So
can't you just go and tell people to join your cult or whatever?
Well, say I did attempt that at first, but they just kind of treated me as a nuisance. I mean...
Well, yeah, you're being a nuisance, so...
So, that's why I'm seeking advice on how to do it in a more appropriate manner. It's like, I figured that maybe she might be able to set up some sort of, like, social event where I could do it.
So you want me to find a grandmother...
Unless you've got some better idea.
Well, what do we know of this grandmother?
I can give you a physical description. Know that she lives in the area. Apparently she's a busybody. She's acquainted with Midori. Looks this way. Goes to the laundromat at least once a week.
So, did you tell her you know Midori?
Yes.
How did she take that information?
She was curious about the fact that the quarry district's being set back up again and said that it sounded nice.
So you reminded her about her old friend who lives in a district that has recently been cleaned up, and she says it sounded nice. This was yesterday you told her this?
Yeah.
I'd probably go check with Midori.
Don't feel bad. Bob has inside information. Or she's not there and he's just messing with you.
It'd be way funny.
Hey, Molly, you
Just get you to bother
ass.
Midori a second day in a row.
Guess where the grandma wasn't?
Well, if at anything, I already visited Midori to forewarn her of a potential visit, I suppose.
Well, anything else you need? I'm sick.
Sure. Also, so I was over in the suburbs, and I was just wondering, what would be the best way to get into contact with one of your group if I'm like out and about?
Start screaming help.
Well, what's something less conspicuous, or like where could
Whisper it? I don't actually know where people are, and they wear disguises daily.
Mm-hmm.
They come back with reports. Hammerstein seeks through them. I could probably get Hammerstein to assign one to you, but they're like not read in on the reports. They would just have a better chance of finding people, like on your whim.
Okay.
They don't, they're mostly criminals.
Right.
Like, they were prosecuted and convicted of crimes. They're doing community service, working for us via Steve.
Wait, have you trained any of one of...
I'm sorry, are you just passing by that we have managed to have criminals doing community service, doing crime?
She didn't want to pay them. Setting up watermelons in panes of glass is expensive.
But where her actual budget goes.
Wait, so what kind of community service have you got them doing?
Spying for us.
Oh, none.
Oh, okay.
We just tell people that we're doing community service.
Okay.
I take a lot of the stuff that your church does as charity groups and then say that they were part of that. Don't worry, the records reflect it.
Mm-hmm.
We're all clean by the book.
But has Molly trained any of whatever members of my church?
No, she doesn't attend your church.
No. I mean, is like Roy trained as like a rogue boy?
I believe Roy is a fighter boy. He's not one of the rogue boys.
No, okay. I'm just wondering.
Roy's one of the thugs.
Okay.
You have 58 fighters and 53 rogues, and Roy's one of the thugs.
Okay. Are any of the rogue boys part of my church?
I mean, statistically, most likely.
Sure.
But not a named one.
Okay.
No, Roy's one of the fighters. He loves his mother.
Well, I'm sure that at the very least of the cross section of both being in the gang and part of my church, that I probably know one of the rogue boys.
Yeah, I'm sure you do.
Okay.
But the rogue boys aren't part of her spy network.
Ah, okay. Well, could I pick one of them out and ask her to train one of them? Not to necessarily be part of the spy network, but just to be my attendant, more or less, so that I could interface more easily with the spy network.
That's totally her job.
Yeah, that's her entire... So she agrees immediately. But that isn't her entire job.
Well, the thing is that my attendant would be like following me around, where Molly might have other stuff to do.
Yeah, but the attendant won't get to read any of the reports.
Okay.
Because that's her job. I mean, she immediately agrees that you should talk to someone else. But as long as she keeps getting paid to do whatever she feels like it. Because that's currently your arrangement. Is she occasionally helps you with things, but mostly she's getting a lot of money to do things.
Molly's useful.
And so, yeah. So how is your department going?
Oh, it's great.
Yeah.
We're doing good work. It's being run very efficiently.
Yeah, I trust her. Give her more money. She's doing good work. She said so.
Meanwhile, Spartacus is just like flicking pieces of chocolate blueberry as she takes a bite and tries to throw them on his paperwork.
It's like,
He pulls out like a little stone that's like square. He just like touches it to the paper and all the stains disappear.
I have one of those.
All right. Well, and had you heard anything about the stuff with Trelina Lent yet?
She works in the sewers. She hasn't shown up for work in the last couple days. No one's seen her since the dragon.
Yeah, and we don't haven't heard anything about our mysterious attacker that was down there in the sewers on your end.
No.
Okay. Alrighty.
What about the other dead woman?
The other dead woman. I don't know what you're talking about.
You're not there.
Yeah. Anyway. Well, yeah, I'll go give Midori a ring and see if Squeak has visited her or not.
Okay.
So, off I go.
So you get over there and you knock on the door and you hear just cackling and loud voices, loud laughter, cackling, and a very tipsy Midori opens the door and goes, "Oh, Jim, what? It's like I've seen you now again twice. What?
I brought chocolate-covered blueberries.
Oh, perfect. Anything else?
Oh, did Grandma Squeak come to visit?
Yes.
I wanted to ask her something. Do you know where she is?
Currently, I'm almost on the floor. You just hear, "I'm not on the floor, you old bitch."
May I?
He brought snacks.
Howdy, ladies. Howdy. So, catching up on old times?
Yes. As there's like a bottle of whiskey that you don't know how full was when it started, but you now know it's not very full at all. It's pretty close to empty, and there seems to be like a bunch of like tea bags just discarded haphazardly as they seem to be drinking hot toddies.
What's that?
Tea with whiskey.
Tea with whiskey. Right.
It's like normal tea. So you replace all the water with whiskey.
Midori is a dwarf, correct?
Believe.
Oh yeah, what is Grandma Squeak? Human?
Midori is a gnome.
No. Okay.
Good gnome.
I knew she was shorter and, mind.
Good gnome.
Grandma Squeak's human.
Okay.
Yeah, if she was dwarf, she'd have resistance to poison.
That just means she would drink more hot toddies to get this
Yeah.
drunk.
But yeah, I'll spend a little bit of time just kind of there chit-chatting with them.
They're mainly talking about events that you really don't have time reference to understand, because it was things they did in their youth and times they spent together, and they're doing a lot of reminiscing.
Okay, I'll ask for a time reference just so I know like how many years ago it is, but other than that I'll listen and
They argue about it a bit, but you get to the idea that it was between 40 and 80 years ago.
okay.
It was 40 years ago. Nah, it wasn't that long. It was pretty quickly ago. So only like 30 years? I think it was longer than that.
So pretty much last week from my perspective.
Elfin about.
How old are you?
Like 500, I think.
It's so quite there. It's just that old people like, it wasn't that long ago, only about 20, 30 years back, right?
Also, if Squeak is human and it was 80 years ago, on the assumption their adventures happened when she was 10, she's a 90-year-old lady.
Well, seeing how that they were adult
She's the one arguing
adventurers-
40.
Mhm.
And seeing how they were adult adventurers, it would probably be happening when she was in her 20s,
Oh.
and she's over 100.
Yeah.
She's very
Yeah.
old.
While you would assume the, age of death would be lower, with all these druids and cure disease around, preventable deaths have to be really low, like really low cancer rates.
Yeah, greater restoration isn't like a crazy thing to get.
Yeah.
That's why they charge so much for it. And you got to get on an insurance plan. But then, it turns out that was a
No,
pre-existing
this is a
condition.
good kingdom.
Pre-existing conditions.
This is a good kingdom.
Where we actually have enough druids where they can just pass out greater restorations.
If anything, you buy them lunch just for their time.
But yeah, when
Very human.
But yeah, when I'll listen in and definitely give them time to spend time talking and reminiscing. And when I feel that there's a lull in the conversation to where it would be appropriate, I want to see.
These are old friends who haven't seen each other in like 20 years.
Yeah,
There's a lot that they're catching up on.
yeah. And it's like I'll sit here the whole day. I don't mind.
It's like, I believe he's charismatic enough to
You are charismatic enough to understand that this is an awkward thing to do.
No.
You understand social niceties enough that, like, when there's two friends who are catching up, just sitting there staring at them is weird. And taking over the conversation is impolite.
So what would be my in? Should I just get it over with quickly and then leave?
I mean, if you had a quick question, interrupting them to ask the question would be the best thing to do. Or the more polite thing would be like, I had a question. I guess I can come back and ask you later. At which point they'd be like, "Oh no, ask anyways," or they'd be like, "Yeah, if you could give us some time, we're just trying to catch up."
Okay, then I'll go with asking Grandma Squeak that I wanted to ask her a question. What would be a time to get together with you so I can leave you guys alone?
Is it just a question?
It's conversation, so I don't want to take up too much of your time.
Well, probably not tomorrow.
Sure.
Just cast greater restoration on her.
I could prepare that for tomorrow.
I cast blood to water. Now you're rehydrated.
No, now you're dead. Now you're dead. You need that. Congratulations. You're suffocating in open air. With the zero air that's getting to your body. What a horrible way to kill someone. Congratulations. That's the worst.
I can't carry oxygen with all this water in me.
That's like can't be bad for you. The doctor told me to drink more water, so I don't see the problem. It's all inside anyway. It's where the water belongs.
I know there are pipes that pump fluid around the body. That's obviously water.
Yeah.
It's just red water.
Oh,
Quick, quick, get some food dye in here.
Red 40 never hurt nobody.
Pump
That's-
that inefficient stuff out and put the water directly in.
It's a software problem. It's not using the water correctly because it's not color coded correctly. It's going in the wrong tubes.
Oh no, I remember now. It's saline you're supposed to put in. Put salt in that water, then pump it directly into the veins.
Yeah, that's what you need. Saline.
Just mix in some red phosphorus. I'm sure that'll help.
Couldn't hurt. Not at this point.
As you say, over the dead body, couldn't hurt.
Might as well give it a shot.
Don't mind if it is. Anyway, that's how I lost my medical license.
Okay, so
Not tomorrow was the response that I get. Did she come up with a better response than that, or?
day after tomorrow?
Oh, okay. Yeah, and where could I?
There's a lovely coffee shop near my home. We'll go there.
Okay.
Gives you the name of the coffee shop that's in the
Jim and Jim, or John and John?
Joe and Joe.
Joe and
Jojo. Jojo.
No, not Jojo. Joe and Joe.
Joe Dew and Joe Snow Drop. Snowdrop and Dew?
Yeah, it's Snowdrop.
And Dew.
Yeah, it's the name
Snowdrop
of
and Dew.
the thing. Where?
Those are their last names.
Yeah, Joe Snowdrop and Dew coffee shop.
Okay. Sounds good to me. And it's like lovely seeing you, ladies. And then make my way out.
Did you get a time?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll go with.
I get the relevant information and then leave.
noon. You walk close to her, go.
Alright. Noon day after tomorrow. Alright. Which is Friday.
Okay.
Okay.
So Jojo, did we do your day already?
I'm working, but if I could sneak away after lunch, I would love to try to further explore the sewers.
I mean, she tells you that it's a really, really bad idea.
Can we go further into the sewers then? Yous come too. We go explore. I was really good at punching things.
Okay.
And I pull out my cool lightsaber sword. And by punch, I mean stab with sword.
Very festive.
Isn't it pretty?
Forget, is it candy cane
No,
pink
it's
around the belt?
no, it's just pink.
Oh, I didn't know if the handle was
No,
candy
the handle is candy caned with pink and red.
Is it?
Yeah,
Did you say that before? I don't
I
remember.
think I did.
Who
Might have
cares?
done. That's what my head saw it as.
Yeah, I just.
It was supposed to be emasculating. He did not think, oh wait, there are girls.
Oh yeah, because it's a max damage.
Yeah, it's a
Sunblade.
max damage sunblade.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it's made by
Yeah,
Max
it's
Damage.
not a thing that you got, but yeah.
It is.
There is
reference.
a wizard in the world whose name is Max Damage who hates adventurers. He makes equipment that, whilst good, has severe drawbacks.
Got it. Got it.
Like the javelin of lightning that starts in your square, so you get hit with it too.
Cool. Yeah, no, mine's just really pretty. Cool. Yeah, no, I want to try to, because you told me I don't have to do survival checks for, no longer need survival checks for sewers in residential area.
Yeah.
I would like to explore a little bit beyond that.
Oh, your coworker's like, I am not getting paid to go and explore beyond. You can go beyond on your own
But
time.
adventure.
But money.
We're still going to get paid the same amount. They don't have to
do
know.
extra work?
No, we just do this work instead, then we come back when we're done.
So, we still have our work to do, though. You're proposing that I work harder.
No, so you would be pissed if I left you alone here?
Well, yeah, that's against company policy. We go in groups. Someone died 2 weeks ago.
What?
Really?
Were they part of a group?
Yeah, a group of undead came out and killed one of the trainers.
Undead?
Yeah. And
I don't know if you want to do dramatic irony, but I am going through the sewers with my skeletons when you get to my day. So I don't know if you want dramatic irony.
Please
Just so
have
you
him
know.
run into us. Please have him run into us. I want to destroy his skeletons.
We'll pause your day for a quick second.
I'm gonna destroy your skeletons.
What are you doing?
I am changing into my hard work clothes.
Okay,
Locking the door, of course.
of course.
Going down to the basement, collecting 14 skeletons.
Okay.
And we're going into the residential zone to try and go where starting from where we killed the dragon, and trying to track down from there the being.
Okay, well, what I do when you enter sewers is I roll a percentile, and there's a specific percentile depending upon what sewer you're in, on whether or not you'll run into some people there.
Roll it.
So, we shall see.
Roll it. Dice be in my favor.
Your wife has cursed the dice. As you're sitting there having this discussion, around the corner, what's your passive?
Mine's 17.
17.
I just looked it up earlier because this is so
are
low.
you sneaking with your skellies?
Not particularly. No, I'm an army of skellies.
Okay.
Also, wouldn't you need a light with you too? Or are you
No.
using your spell?
No, because they have dark vision.
They have dark vision. I can see through them.
Oh, so you're walking around with your eyes closed, seeing through a skeleton in front of you.
Of course.
Yeah. So, as
Duh.
you're having this discussion, and she brings up that people get murdered by undead, around the corner comes a group of undead.
Well, and as she's saying that,
With
I'm
a,
sighing, knowing exactly who that is. I'm like, oh, he always ruins my fun time by making it ruin. So, oh, Sunblade's already drawn.
Okay, so
I'm a murderer.
roll initiative. Adam, do you have your skelly stats?
No. I'm gonna say your player's handbook.
That's fine. Nat 20.
Adam, it is a very nice day for you.
Murder Al. Just crit Al in the face and see if she goes down.
So roll my.
So is it
initiative.
23? I'll roll again because I have initiative. No,
Because you have
no.
advantage. You didn't double nat 20.
I wanted to see if I could double nat 20. Then I definitely win.
Instant replay. Let's see at 20 again.
I have a 10, and the skeletons
You rolled a 5.
get a 7.
23.
Okay. So 10 and 7. So Jojo, and then
Will you be mad if I beat up your skeletons?
No, we'll dock your pay.
Will I or
No, will you, my husband, Adam, be
No,
mad
you-
if I beat up your skeletons?
you do whatever you want to do.
You sure?
I think you should be thinking more about how Wolfgang is going to react. But
I'm not worried about that. Wolfgang secretly is in love with JoJo.
Black her directly in the face. Blam!
Okay, so as you're, I have to find.
There's your blue sky.
Good point. She has to act this way until you kill the witness. Then she can go back to leaving you alone. That's why she's attacking your skeletons. It's the witness, man. You just gotta kill the witness first.
Okay, so
Or, the witness is gonna die somehow.
Jojo, you are first.
I mean, I could totally.
Somebody associated trauma.
I'm first.
Yeah.
I see the skeletons. Can I see Wolfgang with them?
Yeah, he's within them. He's not hiding. He's just walking in a group.
Do I want to kill the skeletons? I really
How far away are we?
You're probably about 45 feet away. From, like, the first skeleton from them. Actually, before this initiative thing, Al turns and goes, "Sir, you're not permitted to be down here. You need to find the nearest exit and leave immediately." As she
quotes that
pulls
rule
out
right
her,
away.
as she pulls out her bow, which is directed towards you, Air Wolfgang.
Oh my gosh. I have rages. I have all my rages. Do I go?
Air Wolfgang, you would have a chance to respond before we went into initiative.
Yeah.
I don't like that. I wave my crystal out and stop her.
Who?
Allie, the one that talked to him. I would
Oh.
imagine.
Do you order the skeletons?
No, I'll control them on their initiative turn.
He sent
Okay.
it to JoJo as if casting
Yeah,
suggestion.
yeah. I basically I don't even freaking have suggestion. I don't. I have a
Wizards
focus
do
that I'm
this.
trying to. Yeah, no. I'm.
Hold on.
Okay.
My intelligence is 12. Am I intelligent enough to understand that that's what he's doing to me? Because Beth did not pick that up.
That would be a
I make an intelligence roll.
Diplomacy?
Insight.
Unless when he's casting his magical spell, he's gang signing to you to attack her.
Yeah, it would be an insight check.
Yeah. Okay. Let me just do. I'm like.
Wait, do you speak
Gang
Thieves'
code?
Camp?
No.
Do you have gang code?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
You two are the only ones left with that.
So yeah,
man.
you can do an
Or
insight
rogues.
at disadvantage because the codes that he is trying to give you,
Yeah.
you're not familiar
Yeah.
with them.
No. I'm good with that. 16.
Okay.
With
Disadvantage?
Oh no. 6.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, then no, you don't get it.
Okay.
Al almost got murdered.
Al might still get murdered.
Okay, Jojo, you're up first.
I'm going to hold off on attacking. I'm not putting away my sword, but I'll kind of try and make a defensive position and be like, Al, I really think we should just run. We just that's too many for us. We just gotta run. Actually, you run.
You were specifically told yesterday the senior has to stay and die for you.
It's weird. I will say that though, and like try to insist that she run away and use my full turn to try to persuade her to run.
Okay, you can do a persuasion check.
Cool.
It's going to be very high because it is like directly against what she is supposed to do.
Yep, I'm aware. It rolled out. I'm sorry. That one was better. I'm gonna take it. Persuasion. I rolled a 19 plus 2, 21. Because it has to be in the box, right?
Yeah, it does have
Okay.
to be. No, that is the rule.
I'm like, I fell out. It was a 14. It wasn't bad. I would have taken it, but I've been yelled at before, so not yelled at. But...
Well, I mean...
No, you're good.
No, after the game, I yelled at her for it.
Yeah, yelled at.
I'm just, yeah.
No, so yeah,
That's
21.
She looks like she's wavering, but she goes, "That's not this job. Don't worry. You'll get there. If you become braver. Run." As she starts pulling an arrow.
She's got you.
That I use my full turn though. Like I'm very much trying to persuade her. I don't feel like I can do anything else, and I'm not moving.
Okay, so she pulls out. She pulls out an arrow, and it begins to glow as she pulls back and looses it at Herr Wolfgang. Does 24 hit?
Of course, but I'll pull out my sheet to make sure.
Just
I mean,
Oh, yes!
you have armor now.
Yeah,
You've got.
I'm up to 15.
Oh,
That's why I was checking.
15 whole points. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
that's a D10.
Mhm.
This and right. Yeah. Uh, 18.
Points of damage?
Yes.
Make me a pencil. Yeah,
That's why it's got all that constitution.
Mhm.
Yep.
Just in case you need it.
And then another attack with the longbow. Does 16 hit?
Yes.
Okay, you take 5 points of damage. At which point, she begins backing up and says, "Let's go, come on." So she backs up 30 feet from where she shot, as she's telling you to move it.
Okay.
All right, it is Adam's turn. Adamnia.
All right.
There, she's now about 75 feet away from you.
Stinking cloud.
Lightning bolt.
Yeah, lightning bolts.
How wide is the tunnel?
And start pulling stuff from the spell compendium. I cast Vortex of Teeth.
Stone to mud. Screw these tunnels.
I think we actually have stone to mud, don't we?
Yes.
Yeah,
How wide are
unmarked
the
stone.
tunnels? He asked.
Oh.
Wait, didn't you? How wide are
Yeah.
No.
Basically, I guess really the question is,
transform
I'd end
rock
up
to
hitting
mud
her if I
actually
tried to
just-
lightning
or
bolt.
stone
They're
to
about
mud,
30
whatever,
feet
just
wide.
works on whatever.
And I was like next to her, but
Yeah.
not like
Yeah, with how far she's moved back, would I hit her if I lightning bolt?
we're not.
You can maneuver so you don't have
Yeah, I would assume
Yeah.
that we're like in like that.
So I'll go up, and I'll go forward a bit, to be at least outside of the group of skeletons ahead of them, so I'm also not hitting them.
Not a magical rock of any type.
And
40-foot cube.
Yeah, it's a pretty good area.
I will go ahead and lightning bolt.
Is it non-worked, non-magical?
Any rock.
Wow.
Your castle?
Mud.
Slop.
No material component either.
And can be used on cave
Well,
ceilings.
no expensive material component.
Okay,
Is it
what's
5 or
the
6?
what's the DC?
DC is 19 dexterity.
Okay.
Druid, wizard, artificer.
I'm so stressed.
Don't worry, if she dies, it'll be your fault.
I know.
You're
did
killing the
this.
poor pony
30.
girl. What is it?
30 lightning
30.
damage.
Okay.
On a bright side, you do know of a business opportunity where she can put her body on layaway for a future resurrection.
All right. Anything else?
That's it for me.
Okay, it is now skeletons.
They move a bit forward to keep up. What's the range on their short bows?
Should
Is
be 80.
80.
Yeah.
So yeah, they don't have to move much to get, but they'll move up a little bit, not quite to get to her, but otherwise that. There's 14 of them, so here is 7. Natural 20. So that. Well, what's the benefit? Bonus is.
They all have corresponding colors, is how he's doing that.
Yeah, I have a whole bunch of dice. That's the reason to get a big dice.
You're welcome.
So natural 20 is 3. So that's 6, 7, 8. So 8 damage there. So I know that hits.
Alright.
And then I have a couple of 18s, which become 22s. I'm guessing those hit?
Yeah.
So one of those is another 8 damage. And then that one is 5 damage.
Alright.
And then the next one up is an 8, so I'm guessing that misses.
That misses.
Okay. So that's the
nice.
first 7 of those.
Skeletons have multi-attack?
No,
I have
2
14
sets.
skeletons.
Oh, okay.
I just didn't want to die. It's filling up the box as is.
Skeletons.
18 drives.
18. Yeah, we know 18 hits, so that is 3 damage.
15's next.
So does 17 hit?
Yes.
That's going to be in there 4 damage. 16.
16 hits.
6 damage. 12.
12 misses.
Okay.
So as you stand there and she backs up,
Is
she's starting to get filled with arrows. She's bleeding pretty profusely. And she's just screaming, "Run!"
I run up to her. I have 35 feet of movement, but my 30 feet of movement. My sunblade is still drawn. I go into a rage and I attack her. Double-handed.
There's a look of betrayal in her face as you hit her.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. She understands.
And I will reckless attack. 19.
That hits.
Which is a D10 because I'm doing it with a. Hold on, I've not combated in a hot minute. D10 for 2 hands, and I get rage, so I'm just rolling 1 dice.
Yes.
No.
And
You
your
have your
D6.
yes.
Divine Fury. That's what it is. I'm like, I feel like I need to roll another dice.
Yeah.
There it is.
You get that on the first attack.
10, 15, plus 6 is 21, plus my rage is 24, plus half my level is 28.
So she's dead. She looks at you and just goes, "I'm sorry, Jack," as she falls and dies.
And I glare profusely at Wolfgang. I'm like, she was nice! Look what the fuck you made me do to her!
Good job. You deserve pancakes. But first,
He found a button, he's gonna push the shit out of it.
I'm here.
Ugh! Okay, so then she wasn't even gonna help me with what I wanted to do anyways. I already have all of the residents of the suburbs.
She could. Give me a minute. I do cast Animate Dead. So is this one the centaur?
Mm-hmm.
So I have a centaur zombie.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
I animate with the orb. I just sent her.
Good news. She has studded leather armor and a longbow and a short sword already. Do you have a limit on what the challenge rating has to be that you can raise?
They just become normal zombies or skeletons, but
Okay.
no. I don't get anything fancy from them having been good before.
Yeah, that's the problem with 5e.
Medium or small humanoid, but I'm pretty sure that with the way they did it, they just made it a humanoid anyways.
Well, they're medium.
Yeah, they just made it a medium humanoid, so yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
Well, at least let me.
Nope, they're fey. They're not humanoid.
I was like, yeah, depending
Centaurs
on
are
which centaur you
fey.
got.
Okay. Well, then it cannot raise her. You what?
I already have the sewers of this residential area mapped out. She wasn't going to let me explore further. You can either help me with that or whatever. Either way, I'm going to have to go back and report that this happened towards the end of our shift.
Yeah.
Just so you know.
Well,
So you don't blow my cover. Coming in here with your fucking zombies.
Skeletons. Please.
Whatever.
I will have
skeletons.
four of them split off and drag that body back out of this zone, like back towards our area to hide it in the room or something.
Mm-hmm.
Can I,
Alright.
before he does that, can I take something of like her personal effect that was like
Cool.
not anything important?
She told you to run. You should literally just say you ran when she said,
right,
and then
you're right.
I'm
You're
reducing
right.
our numbers so
Okay.
that they will not find the body, which you used your very distinctive weapon on. Good job, though. It's really
They
quick.
don't know I have this weapon.
Okay.
Puts it away, puts it in my bag. I was just showing off to her for the first time.
That's true. The lightsaber would be really easy to clean the blood of the betrayed off.
Zoom.
It's all gone. No evidence of that blatant betrayal of that nice lady who could have lived and gone home, but she never will now.
Well, to be fair, you also tried. You told her to run.
I did. It's policy that
She didn't listen.
that
means she
the
deserves
superior that the veteran worker stays and that the newer ones run.
Yes, I've ran into that policy before. From the same end, of course.
Yeah.
They also died.
Okay.
Hard hat.
Okay. Otherwise, we continue on. We need to try and find that thing that was...
Yeah, I've been trying to do it while I'm working, but I can only go through the residential, so maybe we explore a little bit beyond it.
I'm pretty sure it should be in the residential.
Yeah, but I mean, she's ran and no one's seen her at work, and she definitely does work for the Cleaners Guild. And then the dragon was a pet and like friendly to all of them, so they weren't very happy about it. So
We search.
we search.
Okay, so you're just going with Wolfgang?
Yeah, I want to make sure I leave with plenty of time to return back to the end of the day and report that this happened like right at the end. Maybe like a little bit later, like we got held up, but yeah, like right around when my shift would normally end, and then be like running out of breath, do that whole shebang.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm gonna pretend that this attack happened at the end of the day, rather than where I've been imagining it, like shortly after
I
lunch.
bring up just to mention, they don't check in regularly, that her not having checked in would be...
No, we're sent off on our own.
Okay.
It's a very dangerous job, work hazard thing.
Great
Buddy
benefits.
system.
Great benefits.
Clearly.
Right. Great benefits, but buddy system kind of thing.
Hmm.
So they would assume that as soon as this happened, I would come right back. It's like a sacrifice the few for the better of them all. Okay, let's adventure. Can we search beyond? Because I know the residential area, so can we look through there for Trulina, but then go beyond? And then I want to...
Where are you searching the residential area for?
like the...
We're looking for the... Because correct me, you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, because of course you won't. But we're thinking that the thing that tracked and shot us after the dragon was
The leader of the Cleaners Guild?
yeah,
Yes.
was the person that we're needing for the
For
power.
the zone.
The zone. Yeah.
So
Probably.
that is who I am trying to track down, knowing where the dragon was and
Yeah.
where the dragon's base was as starting points, as we believe them to have friendly ties with the dragon.
You could also bring Wolfgang to the last where I lost the trail, because you were with me when we did the tracking.
Yeah. I don't really remember. I zone out a lot. Beth is just as bad as JoJo. No, and I definitely know the area now because I've been working here. But yeah, if there have been any like tracks and signs of where she might have stayed, I feel like from the dragon's home would be a good place to start. But our tracking and just from where we've looked before,
You could go to where the dragon is without having to use survival checks because you have
Right.
that ability now.
right? And then from there, I want to explore beyond because basically I've been working here yesterday, today. And as far as I've been trying to look for Trelina the entire time and have seen no, like, indication of her, correct?
Mhm.
So I want to now go beyond that. Basically been like, I looked all freaking day yesterday. We were throughout this entire area. I know it like the back of my hand now. So yeah, we can start at the dragon place because I've maybe not been there yet today. But then go a little bit beyond into...
Remember, you have not looked at the entirety of the zone because there are multiple crews going out, right?
Mm-hmm.
So different
Right.
crews have different parts of the area.
Right.
You just have a really good map of the zone.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, are you going
Yeah.
to be sneaking? Because you are aware that there are other crews in the area.
Yeah, we should probably be sneaking.
You're not exactly sure where those crews are because it's
Yeah.
not something you really discuss.
Are you good at sneaking? No.
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 And I may not be good at sneaking, but you know who's really not good at sneaking?
Skeletons.
Skeletons?
You know what? I
14.
say that, but I am worse at sneaking than the skeletons.
Of course you are.
But
That
I
just
blame them
tracks.
for being...
My
You
favorite...
can't blame the skeletons for
They've
your
got a
own
dex score.
inaptitudes.
They've got a dex
Skeletons.
score.
I don't.
Listen, we've all decided that they're called skeletons, not skeletons.
Or
I
in
have not been
combat,
saying
they're
that.
scaly boys and normal boys.
Or Skrellingtons.
Whatever. It's a lot of la, and Beth is not good at the la.
That's okay.
Yeah.
They're communicating skelepathically.
Mm.
They can feel it in their bones. They know where you are because they got a man on the inside.
Yeah, so looking at the map, I'll just pull out my map. Where we want to start?
Where was the dragon?
I point out the dragon on the map.
Yeah.
And then where is the dragon horde?
I
You
point out
put
the
it out.
dragon
Yeah.
horde.
And then from that, I can probably tell like what direction we'd ran when doing that, and try and figure out, you know, do you know anything about what's in this kind of area, and just kind of look around roughly there.
Okay. As you go there and you look around, because I'm going to
But
roll.
we will try to be sneaky as best we can.
I'm going to roll a percentile and tell you if sneaking is necessary. Okay, go ahead and roll sneak some. Do some sneaking for
Do
me.
some
I'll
sneakins.
do my sneak.
Do your sneak.
So if my sneak is a 3, do we need to bother with how many other sneaks? I like kind of a good enough good sneaky skeletons get past make up for my 3.
Is it one of those ability checks that if all the skeletons pass, it makes up?
I don't think it matters. So of the next 5 skeletons, we have a 4, 8, a 9, and 2 10s.
Who knows? Maybe these people have negative wisdom. Really,
There's
Then
really
a
negative
6,
wisdom.
oh, another 4,
Just
and then a
walking
20,
along.
an 18, and a 16.
Just walking along. Number 2, get that foot back in line. Stop rattling that rib cage. We're trying to be quiet here.
Mine's a 25. Can I separate myself from him but stay close enough to just watch?
Or at
You
least,
certainly
yeah,
can.
just be enough
There
where
we go.
you're not caught up with us.
Correct. Yep. I want to be nearby to help if needed, but also not be seen or associated with him. Like, we're friends, but, like, I don't like it that much.
Not that kind of.
We're not that kind of friend. Also, like, what is...
Just going around taking down cleaner crews.
Okay. So as you're moving through, you hear someone say, "Excuse me, sir. This is not appropriate. You can't be here."
I'm so sorry. Where can I be?
You must leave. And he points. He goes, "Come along. We're escorting you and your skeletons out."
Very well. Raise, open hand. Shoot.
Is there only one of them?
That he sees.
But he immediately engages in combat.
Or do you try to lure them in first?
Well,
I mean-
he shoot him.
Yeah, I guess this would be initiative, because he's not exactly taken by surprise. He kind of expected this sort of behavior from the guy wandering through the tunnels with freaking skeletons.
With 10 skeletons.
Did you lose 4?
Yeah, I sent 4 back to
grabbed
get
the
rid
body.
of the body.
Okay.
Okay. So what'd you get?
9. And then the skeletons. 4.
Can I perception? Am I near enough to see if there's more than one?
You can perception. Do you have dark vision?
No.
Then it's disadvantage.
Okay. 19.
Nice. It's like on disadvantage. Pretty good.
Yeah, that's not bad on disadvantage.
Rolled a 12 and a 17. My second roll was higher. So.
Yeah.
And my plus is 7. I'm good at perception. Does it make sense for JoJo? Maybe.
Kinda.
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 She has to swipe those sweets somehow.
Yeah.
I'm like, do I only see him? Is there another one?
I need to look up the...
Okay.
Like, where did you get all those
Apparently it matters to their bonus based on what they were.
Oh, no. I need the other class.
Oh.
I need the other thing you were fighting.
Open hand monk.
That's... Listen, there's a certain amount of mean I am. I'm not that
Withering
mean.
palm.
Why is he level 17?
No, my skeleton's inside since the organs can't take it.
That's true. Is Quivering Palm still a remote bomb?
Like, I'm pretty sure not in the new edition.
New edition just deals damage.
No, I'm just wondering if Quivering Palm would work on skeletons.
They
I
just-
mean, by raw, it
Yeah, if it
would,
says it works on undead, then yeah. Unless it
yeah, it
has
probably doesn't even say not undead. You just
It's
assume.
necrotic damage, so they're probably resistant at least.
Not skeletons.
Okay. So, you
Yeah.
do not see
10
them.
d10s. That's all it is.
I don't see anyone else.
No.
Okay.
Okay, so... And then you need to roll initiative as well. I assume you're going to be participating.
That's why I was perceptioning. I don't want to participate unless I see more than one person.
Okay. Just
you want to roll initiative so that
Yeah.
if you change your mind, you.
No, as soon as I can see more people, I might jump in. But right now, I have advantage. 18.
Okay, and Adam, you said 9?
9 and 4 for the skeletons.
Skeleton. Okay.
So you could ambush Wolfgang to avenge your dearly departed coworker.
No,
Okay.
I am more loyal to the gang than I am to this new job. Also, they were warned that you can just die on this job, and it's weird if I would murder my own coworkers. Who would do
Yeah,
that?
but if you killed Wolfgang, you could probably get a promotion. You have to weigh it. The advantage of having a higher paying income versus Wolfgang's continued existence.
Okay. Where are you in the group of skeletons?
Surrounded by skeletons.
Okay, so you're in the middle.
Yeah.
Best to be in the middle.
Except for fireballs.
Bam.
Okay.
Flame strike.
So
Gust of
the
wind.
dwarf in front of you is carrying a staff that's covered with rings. Yes, it's a dwarf wielding a staff that is covered with rings.
He calls out spirit guardians and gets surrounded.
So the dwarf walks forward and takes the staff and gestures at you and flings out this ring that kind of grows and snaps onto you. Go ahead and roll a strength save for me.
I'm really good at those.
Very good.
You could be.
14.
Yeah.
You are restrained.
I was gonna say you do have a vision. You could be really good at them.
But we're trying to do something.
He's
It's wasted for me to be here. We're waiting on Bomb to allow us to make a roll to search.
It's like, I'm bringing this crit home.
Take this crit with me to the grave.
So it comes towards you, and as you're surrounded by skeletons, after it throws the thing, it starts smashing into the skeletons. So it's going to take a swing at the first skeleton that's in front of it. Does a... Oh, wait, no. That's a crit miss.
Miss then.
Yeah. Crit miss. Does a 15 hit the skeleton?
Yes.
And it's like, I think they're what, like 13?
Okay, so it takes 4 bludgeoning and and 12 thunder damage.
Okay, so 1 down.
So that's 1 swing, 2 swing. It swings. Yeah, it can do 3 attacks. Does excuse me. It's over 20.
Yes.
Okay, so takes 4 bludgeoning and 3 and 8 fire damage.
4, so 8, and 8 is 16. Another 1 down.
Well, 4 plus 8 is...
But the
12.
4 is bludgeoning, so that's 8. Because it's
Oh.
vulnerable.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yep.
Vulnerable to bludgeoning.
Okay, so he stands still. Jojo, it is now your turn.
The guy killed a skeleton.
He
2.
killed 2. And then he almost
with
dropped
me.
his staff on the first one.
Oh.
And
Okay.
he's restrained.
How far away am I?
You're probably 15 feet or so, 15, 20 feet away from the
Alright.
back skeleton. So which means that you're probably 40 feet away from him.
Yeah. Is it a bonus action to rage?
Yep.
Okay. Then I will just pull out my sunblade because I don't have it pulled out anymore. And that's a bonus action as well. And then I'm
It's,
what?
unless you've got it like put away. If you just have it like that, it's just an object interaction.
It might be an action to...
Yeah, to activate it.
Right.
It's a bonus action to and I already did that after the thing because it emits light. Now I just have that hanging at my hip. So and then I run up to the guy and attack him with my sunblade.
Well, I mean, he's like over 45 feet away from you.
That's why I asked, how far away is
That's
he?
why I said that you're 20 feet away from the back skeleton, so he's probably about 40 feet away. Because they're he's at the front of the skeletons.
Oh wait, then I fully misheard you because
Oh, I
I
apologize.
asked how far away was the guy,
Oh, yeah.
and I just heard the 20 feet.
Oh.
And then you didn't say he's 45 feet away.
Oh,
So
okay, sorry.
okay, then I don't do that.
Run up and attack a skeleton. He'll think you're on his side.
Can I sneak forward?
I assume that means you don't take out the Sunblade.
Correct.
Okay. You can.
You move half speed while sneaking.
Yeah, you move half speed while sneaking.
That's okay. I should
Unless
get
you
closer.
take disadvantage.
No. 25.
25?
I want to sneak half my movement, so I'm at 35 movement, so 15 or whatever. I want to sneak 15 and then use my action and my movement to get 30 feet closer.
Okay, at this point, you are kind of sneaking your action and your movement.
Yeah. You can move your action.
Oh, so you sneak for 30 feet.
Yeah.
Okay, so you are trying to sneak through occupied spaces.
So however far I can get, I want to try to blend in with the skeletons, but get close to the dwarf.
You can get like 20 feet up.
Yeah, I might want to try and act like a zombie. Like,
So basically, you're just like at the back of the group. It's basically where.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, the thing that JoJo is aware of, because it was just taught to her quite prevalently, is that these people always move in groups of 2, and you do not see the other member.
So most likely they're sneaking and you just haven't seen it.
And is there a way for me, instead of moving because I can only get 20 feet anyways, can I only move 15 and then try and like perception for the other guy?
Perception checks are actions, so yes, you can
Can I
take
do
it.
that?
Perception.
Yeah, you can do a rolled perception check as an action. Do you have dark vision?
No, and I already rolled a 4, so I did bad.
What could you do worse?
No,
No,
I
could've
didn't
done
do
a lot better.
I did a lot better. So 4 plus 7 is 11.
Okay.
So I don't see anyone, right?
No.
No,
I
you'll have
rolled-
to beat your passive at least.
Yeah. Well, I rolled a 19 earlier to perception for him, and I couldn't see him. So.
Hey, are they partnered with that person that we're looking for?
I know, right? But yeah, no, I'm good.
We'll never know, because you both tried to
I
play
forgot
guide
that I
and
have a
shit.
hand axe I can throw. Oh, well, I'm good.
Another time.
Another time. I'm not used to my hand axe that returns to me.
You threw it at him.
It was
we
like
discussed it earlier in this session.
Not today.
100. We discussed it today.
You guys discussed it.
No.
I was not paying attention.
You talked about how you hit Mary with the axe, with the hand axe.
No, I was wrong. I said the wrong thing. She hit me with the sunblade.
Yes,
She
but
didn't have this.
You said the wrong thing, but that is what you said.
That I
But
did say.
in-
And
it
we're
was-
mainly talking about how the axe was brought up.
But it definitely wasn't in context of the hand axe that returns to me that I would remember.
What she got
when it's not-
specifically because of that incident, so she could find it at a distance.
I mean, there's all sorts of reasons.
It's
Anyways,
okay.
doesn't matter.
All right.
Adam, you are restrained.
I already
Okay.
retconned
So
my
restrain
thing
looks
once,
to be I can't move. I'm guessing he from the distance 45, 20 back. He's like what 25 feet away.
Well, you're not at the back. You're in the
So
middle.
20
of the
feet
skeleton.
away then.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's currently killing his way through the skeletons to get to you.
So we'll just blight him
Oh, nice.
because it does not require me to make an attack roll to move or a dexterity save, so that restrained doesn't do anything.
It's like I'm willing to stand here.
Yeah, it doesn't stop. you
I'm
from casting
pretty
spells.
I'm pretty pro just standing there.
And
you
blight
turn
is
anyways.
necro, right? Necrotic.
Yeah, it's necrotic.
Yes,
damage.
necrotic damage. So
And-
Constitution save 19. Oh, I need d8s. I don't have d8s.
Yeah, I have D8s. You want my D8s?
No.
I don't want to give you my D8s.
Yeah, he's close enough. He got within 30 feet. Because I mean, a blight's one of those short range spells.
Yeah, super useful though.
Does it have any riders, or is it just damage?
If you target a plant creature, if you target non-magical plants,
Yeah.
no effect on undead or constructs.
Okay, so he failed his save for the record.
Okay.
Those are some good rolls over there.
Now those two ones I can see from my angle.
No, I can't see them. They're hidden.
Yeah.
Nope, that is below
26,
average.
29.
Okay.
Necrotic damage.
29.
Blasted. be like, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and supposedly in the new edition, Sorcerer's doing pretty well on blasting damage.
I mean, not as good as Wizard, but can't get everything.
No, I think they
Okay,
do better
never
than
mind.
Wizard.
As we were.
As we were.
As we were. Okay. So, that's Adamnia. Skellingtons.
8. So I just added mine in there.
They're ones that are in melee with him are rolling at disadvantage.
Okay. How many are there?
So he's standing in the middle, probably between 3 and 4, depending on how you have him stacked.
Then roll percentile and tell me how many it is. It's theater of mind. You have to make a decision.
What would the percentile tell me?
The odds of it being one way or the other, because...
Okay, then it's 3.
Okay. So we'll do the 3 at disadvantage. So 6. They all ended up being 6. 629, and then the only one that's higher was the 6. So, so I'm guessing 8 does not hit.
No, it does not
Okay.
hit.
So those 3 all miss. And then 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. My first roll was so much better. Oh well. Yeah. This 17 hit.
17 hits.
That'd be 19, but whatever. It's 7 damage.
Oh, got him.
Does 12 hit?
12 does not hit.
Alright, that's skeletons.
Okay. So back to...
You might want to move them.
I have no concept for what to do.
Just to get him out of melee, I would guess.
Well, that would leave him
Right.
restrained
That would leave-
to
yeah.
be pummeled.
Yeah, that would leave me as a target. It would also mean that he would just get free attacks.
Right, no. If anything, they're better moving up into it.
As your turn ends, the bindings shatter and fall.
That was it.
It's free.
Yeah, I guess.
He gets to do something with his ring magic every turn. So yeah, it's free.
Yeah. I mean, hey, you restrained him. I mean, he wasn't going to move anyway, but...
Or if he had another friend in the combat, they could have done a thing while probably.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So are you at the back of the skeletons?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Like blended in, like to the wall,
Okay.
hiding.
I guess I have no idea she's doing that, do I?
Nope, not a
Okay.
clue.
I was like, because I could move
what's
him
your
around the guy to make a good space for her, but
Yeah, what's your perception?
passive is 16.
Yeah, you don't see her.
Mm-mm.
She's a very sneaky girl.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I could move a space for her by just circling some
Yeah.
around.
No, I'm trying to help you, but I'm also trying to avoid detection from the people that I work with as best as I can until I know that we can kill them all.
And we don't know where one is.
Yeah, and I'm staying hidden until then.
What was your thing that you rolled?
Stealth.
Me myself,
Yeah.
25. I rolled 2
25.
25s. I rolled 14 twice.
Okay. Okay. Cool. So,
And my passive perception is 17.
yeah. So as you're stealth hidden behind the skeletons, let's see what their attack roll is.
That works for me.
That should hopefully at least let you find him.
Exactly.
What happened to the other dice?
It's like they're hidden. They attack with advantage.
What happened to the other dice? I had one, it fell, and it has
Attacking
gone forever.
Aware target.
Oh well. I will roll this one twice, like a pleb.
Do you need dice?
Okay, so that's
You got more dice.
22 or
No more dice.
less. So does a 22 hit you?
Yep. 17 in my armor class. How much damage am I taking?
Not as much as you fear.
And I'm not raging. Ugh.
You're not even halving this damage.
No.
So that's interesting. Okay. Do you have any resistances to poison?
Yes.
Okay. So you take.
I have stout resilience from being a halfling, advantage on saving throws, and resistance to poison damage.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
I still have the stats of a halfling, which means I don't get the benefit of dark vision with being a half elf.
Okay, so you
yeah, I
take.
just didn't remember
elf.
if only dwarves had the poison resist. I didn't realize halflings.
Okay, so you take 6 physical damage,
Okay.
and then you take 3 half down to 1 poison damage.
So take a total of 7 damage.
Yes, and then does a 15 hit?
Nope.
All right.
That's a miss.
Okay, so behind you, you feel stabs.
Is it now my turn?
No, it was the assassin's turn.
Right. Is it now my turn?
No, you're after the door.
Oh, okay.
The assassin held its turn the first time to watch what was going on.
Okay.
So, the dwarf who is in the front has just seen its buddy come up and start stabbing.
Yeah, get those skeletons from behind. With those knives that are super effective against skeletons. Oh, you fucking dumbass.
Hey, the guy with the staff thing was just dealing out double damage, so.
Yeah.
And as you get stabbed, you hear, container! Mm-hmm. So, the man with the ring staff looks over, slams his staff on the ground, and raises it up. And around you, stone starts flowing up into the ceiling from the floor.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. You get a dex save.
I get a dex save?
You get a dex save.
Okay, hold on.
And so does this guy, who he doesn't make it.
Okay, I have advantage
does.
on dex saves.
Oh, no, wait, he does, yeah.
No,
I nat 20 on my dex save,
Okay.
and so it's a 23.
Okay, so as the rogue standing next to you it jumps backwards out of it, you also follow him. And land outside of it as the wall of stone just
Cool.
into the ceiling.
Cool.
Mr. Rocco, and you missed? How did you miss? I'm sorry, I was kind of busy.
with all these skeletons.
It then goes, and he goes and then starts swinging into the skeletons.
Okay.
As there's a glow around him now. Does does 10 hit the skeleton?
No.
Does 21 hit the skeleton?
Yes.
Okay. So 3 bludgeoning. And 7 thunder damage.
Just enough. Third one down.
Okay, so he takes a step forward.
Peeling those skeletons away like
Okay.
onion layers.
Yeah. So that's dwarf Jojo.
Do I still have eyes on Rogue?
Yep.
He's
All right. Attack. Rage. And
Oh,
Rage or ignite blade?
ooh, I have other weapons. They just don't do as good.
Do you only get the extra d6 if you're raging?
Yes.
I'd say a hand axe.
hold.
Well, she also gets the
Let me-
half her
let me
level
check something.
damage thing too.
What?
There's legendary actions. I'm seeing if he can use them at the end of his friend's. Is it ally's turn or anyone's turn?
I don't remember.
Depends on the actions. Sometimes those.
It would be a legendary action section, which is in the section
End
at the
of another creature's turn. So yeah.
That's at the beginning of Monster Manual.
Okay, so as you guys flip out, and it becomes before the beginning of your turn, the assassin looks at you, our eyes widen, and he goes, "Oh shit!" and like just throws a bomb on the ground, throws something at the ground that explodes into a poof. Are the skeletons immune to psychic damage?
No, it shouldn't be.
Okay. Well, they might take... Okay, so
They might all die.
everyone within a 10-foot cube of the assassin, which was probably 2 of the skeletons, take 9 psychic damage. Jojo, Jasmine, Jamjar also takes 9 psychic damage. As a smoke and a flash of dazzling light fly out in front of him.
She deco-seeded you guys?
What?
Deku? Deku-seed?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Ninja powder would probably be a better...
Deku nut.
Yeah, Deku Nut just stuns. It doesn't do any damage.
Yeah.
Alright, and as it becomes your turn and your vision clears, you don't see the assassin anywhere.
So I'd have to perception to try to see it again.
I mean, just kill the other guy.
Oh,
He's right
yeah.
over there.
Well, the thing is, they're gonna run, but I'm already pegged.
Yeah.
Choice of words. Phrasing.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, sounds like a good time to go murder someone. Like that guy over there.
The ring guy's not hiding.
Or shout out loudly, "I'm on your side," and attack Wolfgang.
Or play fucking dumb. Be like, hey, what's the deal here? I'm on your side. I see my second dick here, and burst into tears.
Okay, deception check.
$21.
Okay.
Because I am in my uniform,
That's true.
and I not pulled out my weapon yet.
And she
All you were doing was
sneaking-
sneaking up on skeletons.
Yeah.
And then I was attacked by a coworker.
I don't know. Was the assassin wearing a uniform?
The assassin is wearing a uniform.
Of
He's
course he
gonna
is.
feel so bad. It's like, oh shit.
And like just starts sobbing. I already saw Ellie die, and I just don't even know what to do now. I was just trying to figure out a way to get back.
Let's not actually do that tone again. Please.
Sorry.
Assassin's like, I'm about to go to HR.
It's very loud noise.
No witnesses.
All right, Adam, it is your turn.
And I do not see the assassin.
You do not.
Well, then we blight the dwarf.
Blind the dwarf. Make it dwarfy.
Looks like he ditched him.
I refuse to hurt them, but I'm not helping until I'm sure that we can kill them both. If I can't pin down that rogue, I'm not playing.
DC
19.
Constitution.
Yes, it is 19. He's accurate of Constitution.
Damage.
But he hasn't asked for that.
I'm waiting.
Okay, yeah, if you're waiting for damage, yes, it is 36 necrotic damage
Okay.
on a failed save, or half as much on a successful one.
Alright. Just over here on my calculator, just
300.
And
so in the middle of 14 at 3 ranks each is 3 ahead and 3 behind with 1 on each side, kinda.
it's the middle of 10
Middle of 10.
because 4 were sent back with the
Oh,
centaur.
okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he's almost to you.
And so, but not yet enough that I can
there's
move.
1 rank of skeletons in front of you.
Okay.
So you are surrounded by skeletons, but you can move through unoccupied or move through allied spaces.
Yeah.
And also, you can kind of get them to move out of your way, kind of thing.
Yeah. I will retreat back to skeleton space. Go, make sure you get, try and give her enough of a wide berth.
Oh, to maintain the cover.
That she's not.
Is there still that stone pillar behind you?
Yeah, there is.
It's a pillar that's probably 5 feet wide
Yeah.
in a 30-foot wide tunnel.
Yeah.
I think I can get around it.
Well, I thought it was the paths are 10 feet on each side and 10 feet of water in the middle.
Yeah.
So, 5-foot passing area.
Unless he's on the other side, or moving through the water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I've been surrounded. We've been moving through the water.
Oh, okay.
It's rainwater.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, and like the hobos, but that's anywhere anyway.
I specifically only use the storm drains.
I like the plop.
Otherwise, yeah.
So you just move back.
Yeah, take my 30 feet, yeah.
So, yeah. Okay.
Skeletons.
Yeah, skeletons.
Skeletons. How many of them are now contested by this guy?
2, because he killed one of them, if I recall.
Okay, but he's moved forward.
Yeah,
so
he moved forward.
So it's back around to 2.
So
he's killed 4 of them? 3.
He's killed 3 of them.
Okay. 3, then he moved forward, and then, yeah, okay.
Yeah, so
there's 7 total.
It's only, yeah. Oh, then it would be 3 again, I think. Because 10,
Okay,
so
then
you're in
it's
the
3
middle of 10.
3, so of my 7, so I have 4 that are not. So I will just start by doing those 4 that have a better chance. And they're just all going to attack him.
Rude.
And plus 4. 19
Hits.
with first 7 damage. 17.
Misses.
Okay.
It as it strikes at him, that glow that you noticed when he slammed down the stick seems to help reflect it.
Okay. If that misses, everything else on there does. Of those, I have these skeletons shift. First, I have one of the ones that's probably at the back and was unable is going to move forward, trying to move up as if it's like going past him.
Okay.
I'm going to see if I can provoke an attack of opportunity with one of the ones that was injured by the thing.
Okay. Yeah, probably would.
She'll take that bait.
14.
14 will hit, and
3 bludgeoning.
is enough that he's gone. Okay. Yep, okay. So that's another skeleton down. Whereas otherwise, the rest will all come back to reform the barricade and get out of the... And get at least those ones that haven't gotten attacked out of the area. So that I can get 3 more...
Reshuffling.
And assuming that shield lasts the entire turn, then nothing is higher than what I had before. So...
Another blink off the shield.
Well, it's not shield. It's part of his ring magic.
Yeah, but it's an equivalent of a shield.
Yeah.
It's a magical shield.
Yeah, lowercase shield.
Yeah. Not the best spell in the game.
Not
shield.
not capital letter shield TN.
Shield TM. Yes. Okay.
Lowercase shield.
So that's Adamnia. That's Skeletons. Okay, so it goes back to the top. Adam. You are getting attacked. Excuse me, Adam, you are being attacked.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so a blade comes out and stabs you. Does 27 hit?
Yes.
Okay. So come here, little buddy. Uh, 12, and it gets 2. Where is it? 2 of these. For 20 damage, 8 of it's poison. I don't know if you're immune or resistant or whatever.
Alright.
Okay. And then the second attack comes in. 16 hit? Nope. 18, sorry.
Yeah, it's...
Okay, so that's 6 regular and 3 poison.
Alright.
Okay, and now is the dwarf. The dwarf slams the staff on the ground and it glows again. And then he proceeds to start smacking the skeletons. Out of his way. 15?
Hit.
7 bludgeoning. 1, 3, and 7 thunder. Is it still up?
7 and 7, no.
Okay.
Skeletons will get like what, 12 HP?
That's 13.
They're taking double from the staff.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Okay,
Like, yeah, those
so-
7 alone killed it.
Over 20. 6 bludgeoning. 3.
More than 1 thunder.
13 thunder. The poof, poof. And then another one. Another one. 17?
Okay.
Okay. So 3 bludgeoning. 3, 7, 12 thunder.
Huh?
And then he steps forward.
Gets them all.
So he's stepping forward again.
Yeah.
Okay. So it is Jojo's turn.
I thought the dwarf went before me.
The dwarf did just go.
Just go.
The assassin just didn't go. Okay.
The assassin went before that. The assassin has held itself to the end of the round.
No, it stabbed you.
Huh, yeah, it stabbed you.
It's at the top of the round.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Oh,
They just didn't do anything the first round.
Yeah,
Okay.
at the end of the dwarven thing, it's going to stab you again, actually.
Oh, with its legendary. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Thank you for reminding me to make sure to stab Adam more. And it crits you as well. I don't know if that's anything you can do about that.
Nope, he is not a cleric.
Not now that I know it.
7.
Yes, you said the thing.
You mean a grave cleric?
Yeah, they can do it.
12, 19 damage with things being poisoned. Wait, you said there's no
Yeah, it's
resistance.
the same. Yeah.
Okay, so 19 damage.
Yay for con wizard.
Fuck, okay. My turn now.
Yes,
Can I see the assassin?
you can.
Can I get to the assassin?
You can.
Okay, I get to the... I rage and pull out one of my normal long sword. Or am I better off with my hand axe?
Seem to have longsword.
I have a long sword and a great club, my sunblade, which is another long sword, and my hand axe.
Hand axe is a D6, whereas those are D8s.
Yeah, well, those are D10. The long sword's a D10 if I use two hands, which I have been assuming I do.
Okay.
So I run up with my normal long sword because I want to rage,
Okay.
and I reckless.
Okay.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20 hits.
Okay. And grab 10, grab 6. 5, 10, 14, 18.
18 damage.
I get a second attack.
18 damage.
21 this time.
21 hits.
Boop, boop, boop. 9, 13.
13 total?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then, yeah, because I gave up on not. And then if I have any time, I'll be like, we need to run.
Yeah, you can just shout
To
something in the middle of
Wolfgang.
battle. You're allowed to do that.
Yeah, we need to run.
Okay. Adam, it is your turn.
Do I have an assessment for how damaged either of these individuals are?
They ain't happy.
Your insight's really, like, your intelligence is high, so you have a decent passive insight, I imagine.
Yeah, my bonus to insight is insight is wisdom, but
Investigate his intelligence.
yeah, investigates intelligence.
Okay. Neither of them are below half.
No bloodied. Teleport away. Leave her holding the bag.
Wolfgang just suddenly pulls out Thunderstep.
Leave a grenade behind. Thunderstep's great.
How many times did you hurt us with Thunderstep when you're playing?
More than once.
He hit me with it all the time, but I was okay with that.
Yeah. That's your fault for being nose to the guy who constantly explodes.
Why was the bard up in melee combat with his, 12 AC? Or was it straight up 10? Because I don't think Eric wore armor.
He
12,
didn't.
I
He
think.
didn't. It was 12. And he wasn't a bard. He was a sorcerer.
Thankfully, most combats I was generally well positioned.
And it's like, yeah, like the first time,
Um,
my fault. Like the third through sixth time, that's you.
Expeditious retreat.
An entire spell to mimic a single class feature.
Is the... Because obviously we're going back the way the assassin is. Is the assassin in the way?
He is next to you. He would get an attack of opportunity.
I move skeletons first. I can't. They move on their turn.
Disengage.
XP is for retreats in action.
It's a bonus action.
Oh, it is a bonus action.
That lets you move as part of casting the spell.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
So yeah, sure. I will action to disengage, bonus action to move, and normal movement to move.
So you're 60 feet away.
Yep.
Okay. So that's Adam. It is now the skeleton's turn. Oh, wait. I get an attack of opportunity on you. 'Cause you
No, he disengaged.
No.
Oh, disengaged. Never mind. I don't get an attack of opportunity, even though you ran like a coward.
Grapples.
I ran because she told me to,
Yeah.
and I have 7 health left.
Yeah. You can't take one more hit, bud.
Skeletons.
Grapples. Dogpile.
You're not there.
I'm not, but he is very smart and would know that's a good choice.
It's not one of the things on their entry.
They have attack actions, don't they?
Yeah, it's like they can
Well, they
still-
have short sword actions, which they don't have a short sword, and they have short bow actions. They don't actually list attack, because they're monster stat blocks.
It would probably be their strength, the 10.
And probably the 2 proficiency that everything gets.
Yeah, sure. They're gonna try and sure, they'll try and grapple, moving ice first towards the rogue.
Okay. They're going to try and grapple as a rogue?
Yep.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
And it's highest is 12.
Well, he got a 10. Oh, wait. If you're escaping grapple?
You can athletics.
Or-
acrobatics?
Yeah.
Acrobatics is probably.
Okay, then he got a 14.
Yeah, because the skeletons have to use athletics. You get to defend with athletics or acro.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, he lets the skeletons grab him.
Oh no.
He concedes the grapple.
That's it for them. So
Okay.
Is there
Before
only
the end
three
of their
left?
before the end of their turn, he uses his legendary action that automatically escapes from all grapples, restraints, magical or otherwise, and allows him to move up to his movement speed without
carry on.
provoking attacks of opportunity. So he moves 40 feet, and then he moves another 20, so he is behind you. Now, you look damaged, yes?
Yes.
Okay. So he's going to try and knock you unconscious.
That's just a choice you make when you make melee damage.
Yes, this is me declaring that.
Yeah.
You were there for it, like right there.
The point is you don't have to tell that beforehand.
Nice. Okay. So 14 to hit.
14 misses.
Okay, he's going to try and hit you again. How does a natural 1 sound?
It sounds like the professor
Sounds like it
gets
misses
to
again.
for-
Weird that bro's got multiple attacks for a rogue.
No. And he's not a rogue, he's an assassin. He's not getting any sneak attacks.
Would have made it weird how little damage he did if he...
Yeah, he's not getting sneak attack damage.
He's not getting that. He's getting legendary action for other completely different reasons.
Yeah.
He's NPC assassin.
Yeah. So, this is also like a completely non-standard spellcaster that I'm running.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, obviously, it's a ring caster.
Yeah, which is really neat.
That's not a thing!
I mean,
It's on the app,
Sure,
therefore
it's
it
right there.
exists.
It's right there.
Okay.
I saw
So,
him do it.
you can see within 30 feet. You're too far.
That's true. That dwarf probably doesn't have some super speed move.
So the dwarf slams the staff again, and his body begins to glow with like a fiery. No, it starts to glow with like purple, almost like lightning running through his skin, and he casts Expeditious Retreat,
Let's move. That's part of casting.
and then he begins chasing after you.
Now this is a chase scene. This is
So
hilarious.
the skeletons get to punch him.
Or grapple.
You can grapple in exchange
Oh,
for
yeah.
any attack.
Oh yeah, you can. So he's trying to run through the skeletons.
They get 4 reaction grapples.
So there's 4
Three.
reaction grapples that
Three.
they can do.
Oh, 3?
There's only 3 of them. So, sure, we will try and grapple.
I mean, you do know.
One of them rolled a 19.
Ooh.
Okay. All of them?
One rolled a 19.
No. All of them that attacked. Oh,
Mhm.
we have to see if I can beat the 19, I think. 20?
That is
20 is higher than
Okay.
19. Yes, you know
Okay.
that. You know math better than that.
So, all of them who attacked take a d8's worth of thunder damage for attacking him. That was the augment he put on last time that you decided you didn't want to hit him. So they all take a 7 thunder damage for attacking him.
One of them goes down.
Jojo, he also runs past you.
Oh, dwarf dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take an attack on him.
At this point, you are still undercover. No, you're not. You attacked the
did.
assassin. Yeah.
I did. I was gonna try and blame it on I didn't see his thing once I realized, but fuck it.
Okay.
I'm mad at them. If I reckless at the beginning of my thing, does that carry over?
It reckless both attacks.
Until the start of your next turn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which will be immediately.
21.
Yep, that hits.
So then Is that cocked?
Yeah, distinctly. And how does that dice...
Okay, take it.
Cax.
9 plus 4 is 13, plus 3 is 16.
Do you get...
Yeah, I was going to ask if the wording on your divine ability, if it's per turn or per round.
Turns.
My
So,
turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I was about to ask him, like, do you get another d6?
I don't
Okay.
think so. I didn't think so.
No, you do.
You do.
Turn.
This is a different turn, so you do get that.
Is it a
damage.
different turn?
Yeah,
It's
it's
his
his turn.
turn.
It's his turn, not yours.
So yeah, so
So
the
yeah,
D6 and
you get the
level.
D6. And
Look how excited you are.
Plus another 7. So wait. I had 16. Plus 7. 20.
I'm just going to add
3.
plus 7. I've already added the
Yeah.
other one.
Yeah. 23.
Okay. They're now bloodied.
See, 4th edition wasn't entirely useless.
You know, in 5.24, bloodied is a term again.
Nice.
Oh, God. Why are you trying to make me hate things?
5.24.
Okay, so that's the end of Dwarves' turn.
Now it's my turn.
No.
No?
The assassin gets an action.
Yeah.
Okay, so the assassin goes talcum powder. You take 2d8 psychic,
Go down.
which is 8, and then, so 13 psychic.
Okay. I fall.
Okay. And he goes invisible.
Okay.
Jojo, it is now your turn. There's a dwarf in front of you.
knock his ass out for bargaining power.
You can also feign freedom from
Yes.
Just run.
You're unconscious. You don't get to advise.
That's so
It's
sweet.
literally me telling her she can act like the same thing that we tried doing earlier.
Yeah. I see Wolfgang drop. Yeah, I'm a drop my sword and be like,
Okay. Roll a deception check.
Or performance.
Or performance.
my deception's better. My deception's much better. I rolled an 18 plus 6, so 24.
I was under compulsion. I
I was
swear.
under compulsion, I swear.
One for you. One for you. Okay.
I don't. He killed Ellie, and then, like, I just felt this overwhelming urge to, like, stab you. I don't know what happened.
Okay. So that's your acting. Adam, death save.
Did they choose to knock him unconscious?
Psychic damage.
Psychic
go.
damage.
Oh,
can't
yeah,
make that
psychic
choice.
conscious.
You can't make that choice with anything
10.
besides melee.
Yeah, melee.
What is 10?
You make
10,
Save.
6, 8.
Okay. I was like, wait a minute, that's right in the middle.
Okay.
The DC.
So-
is 10.
That's Adam. We'll go back up to him.
Well, we're going to have to find out if they believe you or not. Knife to the gut.
I know. I'm stressed.
He goes, you just hear, hands behind your back. As he attempts to restrain you in cuffs.
There are technically 2 skeletons still there.
Yeah.
They'd probably be mindless, but yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so you let them restrain you? Okay. The dwarf turns around and starts smacking skeletons, and it doesn't take him long. He kills them pretty easily.
Okay.
No, his average damage one-shots him.
Yeah. And he gets 3 attacks plus a spell. No, he gets 3 attacks, one of which he can use for one of his spells. Okay. Well, the battle ends as you see them walk over, and I'm going to need you to do one more save. So if you roll a natural 1, that'd be bad.
13.
13. Okay. You see them walk over as they're leading you out. They walk over to Herr Wolfgang and proceed to stabilize him before they pick him up and start carrying him out as well.
Are we going in the same direction?
Yes.
Okay, that's fine then.
You know from how you got here is that you're being led out of the cave, out of the things, which is where we will pick up next time. Like, comment, subscribe, stick around, check out other things on the channel. Thank you guys for sticking with us. I know it was a long one. Come back and see us again. Bye.